Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well, what do we have here? Family. Oh, you ain't gonna believe this. Well, maybe you will. Nolan Wells had just been reported missing. And before anybody knew how this story would end, guess what the police did? You ain't gonna never guess, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. The police made a move that demands an explanation. They went to the judge's house, but not just any judge. The judge of one of the boys or men who some suspect or many suspect of being involved in Nolan's death. Yeah, Warren Hudson. Yeah, man. Yeah. The police went to his house to go talk to his mama first. Not after Nolan was found, not days into the investigation, right at the beginning. So the question tonight is simple. What did the police know? Let's get into it, fam. Check out this dispatch call. This is the police on the line. Check it out.
Negative. We're en route to the judge's house now. You said y'all are en route to the judge's house or from the judge's house? En route to the judge's house. Destin 4, I keyed up on you. Appreciate it. 10-4.
32, finish up with whatever you got and get down here.
Currently dealing with a potential missing person.
You have all the information from the 1050.
10-4.
I'm 1024, 108. We need a J2.
10-4.
This is why people don't trust Ocean Spring police. And this is why they don't trust Mississippi police. And this is why they don't trust police in general. Because that message right there should have been enough to open an investigation on the officers involved. But we already know nobody opened an investigation because, in Mississippi, that seemed to be protocol. And around the United States, the hookup, the connections, who you know, it ain't what they say, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. It seems to go under the radar. You get a pass if you know somebody. But I'm here to tell you, fam, when a young man disappears, what is the first thing? What is the very first thing that you expect the police to do? Ding, 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 ding. Find out where he was last seen. Find out who he was with, who saw him last. Start calling people. Start tracking witnesses. Figure out whether his phone is still active. Find the vehicle or the boat that he was traveling in. But according to dispatch information that we're discussing today, when Nolan Wells was reported missing, police went to the judge's house. And here's what makes that very important. This wasn't 3 days into the investigation, family. This wasn't 3 days later. This wasn't after Nolan was found. This was reportedly one of the very first moves police made after Nolan was reported missing. How much sense does that make? Come on, fam. Come on, is this favoritism at play here? Why was that location relevant enough that early in the search for law enforcement to go there? See, that's what I want to talk about today. See, this changes the question. For weeks, people have been asking, what happened to Nolan Wells? But this dispatch information creates another question. What did the police know when Nolan was first reported missing? Because police don't normally just pick addresses out of their hat. Somebody gave them information. Somebody told them something. A name came up. An address came up. A connection came up. or investigators had some other reason to believe that the location was relevant to finding Nolan. So I don't want to just jump straight to conclusions. I don't want y'all jumping straight from the police went to the judge's house to the judge did something wrong. Those are two completely different statements. What I want to know is everything that happened between those 2 points? That's what I want to know. Nolan is reported missing. Dispatch receives information, and law enforcement ends up at the residence. What information caused that to happen? That's the story. Why would the police go there? There could be a perfectly innocent explanation. No, I'm just playing. Ain't no damn perfectly innocent explanation. We know what it is. We know what it is. This is the hookup. This is the connection. This is why they went and arrested people for threatening the judge, but did not arrest anybody for threatening Christine and Elmore Wansley. This is the family in distress. This is the family grieving. Their grief should take priority over anybody's. They're the ones who lost a son. Maybe investigators were looking for someone who could tell them where Nolan had gone. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe somebody at that residence had some information. Maybe police were given an address connected to one of the people Nolan had been with. So many possibilities. But that's exactly why the public shouldn't have to speculate. The records should tell us, what did the dispatch tell the officer? Who provided the address? What name was attached to it? What was the officer told before arriving? Who answered the door? Who did the police speak with? What did that person tell them? How long were the officers there? And what did the officers do immediately afterwards? Those are not conspiracy theories, family. Those are not conspiracy questions. Those are timeline questions. The first hours matter. Y'all seen the first 48? They say first 48 hours matter. All hands on deck, no stone unturned. Everybody is a suspect. You got to beat the bushes and find out what happened. And this is why I am so interested in what happened at the beginning. In any missing person investigation, those first hours can be critical. We're talking about before lawyers, before press conferences, before national attention, before everybody starts watching what they're saying. You know what I'm saying, fam? We're talking about at the beginning, before those early statements can be compared with everything that comes afterwards. Did somebody say Nolan was here? Did somebody say Nolan was there? Did somebody say they hadn't seen him? Did somebody give police a timeline? Did somebody direct somewhere else? Did they direct the police somewhere else? Those initial statements matter because memories change. Stories change. New information comes in. And sometimes people simply remember things differently. That's what we keep saying. That's what we keep hearing, right? They keep saying people remember things differently. So it's important to get to the bottom of it really quickly. Smash the gas, find out what happened immediately. So All of this stuff changes. People's memories change, or they forget things. People's stories change. But that original record remains the original record. That's why I want that dispatch audio. I want the incident report. I want the body camera footage. That's if it exists, because, you know, they turn it off normally when they want to commit a crime. They turn it off. I want that body cam footage. And I want to know, I mean, that's if it can legally be released. Should be, right? They were investigating a crime or a missing person. Seemed like that body cam should be on. I'm sure they turned that body cam off. But I really would like to know, what the hell did they say? They went to the judge's house. You got to the judge's house. What did you say? What did the judge say? Oh, hey, Bill, you left your watch here from last night. You know, what did the judge say? What did the judge husband say? And what does the judge husband know? That's important. I want to know, fam. I want to know. I want to know what the officers knew before they knocked on that door. Don't give me the ending. Give me the beginning. Every great story starts at the beginning. Give me the beginning. We've heard a lot about what happened after Nolan was found. But what I want to rewind is the movie. I want to rewind the movie. Take me all the way back. Yeah, fam. You know, you seen come in the middle of a movie and you asking questions. You got to ask a whole bunch of questions trying to catch up. Nah, no, I'm at home. I got the control. I can start the movie at the very beginning. If you got your options, if you start watching a good movie and you realize, oh, this is a good movie, man, well, put it at the beginning, man, so I can know what's going on. Run that thing back, rewind it all the way to the beginning. That's what I want to see, the beginning. Take me all the way back. Nolan hasn't been found yet. His family is looking for him. Law enforcement is now involved. What happened next? Minute by minute. Not somebody's recollection weeks later. Not social media, not rumors. Give me the timestamps. Give me the dispatch. Give me the calls. Give me the addresses. Give me the police reports. Because if the police went to this particular residence early in the search, that means the resident became relevant somehow. And I want to know. I want to know. What say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.